This brand new channel called Productive Peter has only posted 15 videos, but it's already racking in up to $11,000 every single month, which is just crazy. You've probably seen channels like this that use simple stick figure animations to break down and explain complex ideas. I've come across a couple of them myself, and guess what? They're absolutely blowing up with millions of views. This channel has already racked up 4.3 million views with just 16 videos. They've even blown past 130,000 subscribers, which means people aren't just watching, they're really vibing with the content too. This other new channel, called The Angry Explainer, has only posted 26 videos, but it has already smashed past 5.6 million views and is well on its way to 200,000 subscribers. And they're also keeping it super simple, just stick figure animations with an AI voiceover to break down complex ideas and drop motivation. Clearly, it's working. Because even without posting consistently, they're still making over $4,000 every month. That just shows the algorithm keeps pushing their content even when they're not uploading all the time. Every single one of these channels using this same strategy has blown up crazy fast, seeing insane growth in a very short time. That means this niche is still fresh and trending, and since people keep watching, the algorithm keeps pushing it even more. My last video where I talked about stick figure animations went totally viral, and y'all in the comments and even in my Telegram community have been asking for a part 2. So in this full course, I'm going to hold your hand step by step and guide you through everything you need to know to start, run, and automate a channel like this from scratch. I'm talking literal step-by-step guidance. I will literally walk you through creating your own niche theme channel in this niche, designing your own professional looking logo, and making a fitted banner that fits perfectly. We will also be ditching the whole manual drawing thing and letting AI handle the entire animation process. Every single visual will be AI generated. I'm also going to show you how to put everything together and edit it in the easiest way possible so your final video looks super clean and professional with minimal effort. Here's a quick preview of a video my team put together in less than 10 minutes using this exact strategy and format.
3 simple steps that can boost your productivity without overwhelming your schedule. No fancy jargon, just clear, bite-sized tips that work. Step 1. It's all about creating a morning ritual that sets your mindset right. Something as quick as a 5-minute mindfulness exercise. Have you ever tried taking a moment just for yourself before the chaos begins? Trust me, it's a game changer. Step 2 involves planning your day in a way that's both flexible and focused. Ever wonder why some days just fly by? That's the secret sauce, and I'm going to show you how to stir it up.
If this sounds exciting or something you'd love to try, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It took a lot of time to put this together, so just see it as your form of payment for this free course. Also, you can join my Telegram group if you want to stay updated and be part of a community where ideas come together and you get first dips on projects. So, enough talking. Without wasting any more time, let's begin the tutorial. This first step is totally optional. It's just for complete beginners who need help setting up a niche themed channel. If you already have a channel or know how to set one up, you can skip ahead to the next step. I'll put timestamps so you can jump right to it. The very first thing you need is a solid channel name. I'm using ChatGPT for this, but you can use Claude AI, DeepSync, Autopilot, or any AI tool you're comfortable with. We're going to ask our AI assistant to come up with a list of catchy channel names that fit the stick figure animation niche, something that grabs attention and is super memorable. Once you've picked a name, head over to YouTube, click on your profile, and create a new YouTube channel. Just paste in the name you chose and hit Create Account. Now go back to that same chatbot where you generated channel names and tell the AI the exact name you picked. This will help with further customization like SEO, your channel description, and even coming up with video ideas. Now I'm just going to ask my chatbot to come up with a catchy channel description that's SEO optimized for my channel. As you can see, it gave me 3 different options to choose from. If none of them works for you, no worries. You can always ask it to tweak, refine, or rewrite until you get something you love. Then just copy your channel description, head over to your channel, and click on Channel Customization. A new tab should open. Scroll down until you find the channel description box, then paste in the description ChatGPT or your AI assistant gave you, then hit publish. Now you can hit publish right away, or you could do one extra thing I like to do: add SEO hashtags. This helps boost your channel's visibility. Since you're still in the niche creation phase, just ask your AI assistant to generate a list of SEO-friendly hashtags for your channel. This step is totally optional, but trust me, it can really help. Now, after doing this, you can go ahead and hit publish, but if you want to take it a step further, click on settings, then go to channel. Under the basic info section, find the keywords box, paste the same SEO keywords your AI assistant gave you, and then hit publish. This helps YouTube understand your content better and recommend it to the right audience. Now, the next step is to create a channel banner and logo that stands out and fit perfectly in the stick figure niche. For this, I'm using Canva. You could generate them with AI if you want, but to add a unique touch and make your channel feel different, we're going to design them from scratch in Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, don't worry, my tutorials are super beginner friendly, so you'll be able to follow along easily. Just head over to your browser, search for Canva, and sign up using your Google account. Now, YouTube logos use a 1:1 aspect ratio, meaning they have to be in square format. So on Canva, just search for 1:1. This will take you to a blank canvas where you can start designing. First, we need to pick a theme color for your logo and banner. You can go with red, green, yellow, purple, or any color that fits your vibe. I'm choosing red for this example. Now, using Canva's text tool, type in your YouTube channel's name, then customize the fonts to make it bold and easy to read. Now, to spice things up, I'm adding some stick figure elements. If you're on the free tier, don't worry, there are still plenty of elements to work with. The paid tier has even more options, but the free version gives us enough to create something solid. Yeah, this is looking really good. Now, just export your logo, download it as a PNG for the best quality, and let's move on to creating our channel banner, all in Canva. Now, to create your banner, search for YouTube banner in Canva, just like before. Click on Create New Design and select the 16:9 ratio to open a blank canvas. Canva gives us a wide template for banners, but we need to be careful because YouTube crops banners differently on mobile, tablet, and desktop. If you upload a full-size banner without adjustments, YouTube will stretch and crop parts of it, which can mess up your design. So, to make sure everything looks right, we need a YouTube banner template that shows the safe zones, the areas that will be visible on all devices. You can find a YouTube banner guide template online, or if you need one, just drop a comment below and I will be happy to share it with you. Upload it to Canva from your PC. This will act as a guideline so your text and important design elements stay within the visible area to make sure everything looks professional. Once you upload your template to Canva, you can either stretch it out manually to fit the canvas or click on Set as Background to automatically make it fill the entire space. Here's the tricky part. In the template, you'll notice an area marked with a red underline that says, "Put your important stuff here." This is the mobile safe area, which means that whatever you place inside this red line is what people on mobile devices will see. So key details like your channel name, trademark, or important text should go in this area, while the sections outside of the red line are visible to people on desktop and TV screens, so you can place additional elements there. Now that we have the guideline template, I'm going to start adding the text within the safe zones. I'll write the channel name where it's supposed to appear, making sure it's clear and centered in the mobile safe area. Then I'll add some stick figure elements to the banner, adjusting them so they fit perfectly within the template and look good across all devices. Since we're using red as the theme color, I'll add red accents to the design to keep it consistent. This will help make sure it looks great whether people are viewing it on mobile, desktop, or TV. Lastly, I'll include a channel motto like complex ideas made simple, or something else catchy that explains what the channel's all about. This will make your banner both memorable and clear. Once everything is done, simply export your banner from Canva and head over to YouTube, go to your channel customization settings, and upload both the logo and banner. Then hit publish. Nice, this is looking solid. Now that we've wrapped up the whole channel creation and customization phase, let's move on to the video creation phase. First up, we're going to brainstorm a bunch of video ideas. Before jumping into scripting, you need a list of cool topics to work with. To keep those ideas flowing, use the prompt displayed on your screen and feed it to any AI chatbot you prefer, whether that's ChatGPT, Claude AI, DeepSeek AI, or another tool. This prompt is your go-to for generating fresh video ideas every time you need. Now, as you can see, our chatbot has generated plenty of options to work with. Just so you know, I'm using the reasoning model of ChatGPT, in case you're wondering. Once you've locked in your video idea, the next step is to use the prompt I'm showing right now. This prompt is highly customizable, meaning you can tweak the word count, theme, and other details to match exactly what you need. For example, in the red area of the prompt that I outlined, that's where you'll insert your video title, which is the video idea you just brainstormed using your chatbot. Simply copy the idea and paste it into the specified section of the prompt. While the red area I'm currently specifying right now is where you can set the word count for your script. Typically, scripts around 200 to 300 words are about 2 minutes of content, so you can adjust the word count to influence the length of your video. So just copy one of the video ideas your chatbot created. I'm just going to use one of the video ideas my chatbot suggested, the topic on productivity being easier than we think. I'll take that idea and adjust it to fit my own video prompts. I will also replace the word count. I'll swap it for about 200 words since it's a short video. For videos that are 10 to 20 minutes long, though, I'd need to aim for 2,000 to 5,000 words. Once everything is ready, just send your prompts and your chatbot will generate a great script for you. There are other parts of the prompt you can tweak, like the theme or other details. If you're experienced with prompts, you can customize it however you like. Nice, our chatbot came up with some really great scripts, and it even included a few scene descriptions. The next thing we need now is a very soothing voiceover. For this, we're going to use 11 Labs as it offers a wide range of voices to choose from, making it a very good option. 11 Labs is pretty straightforward. Once you sign up, you'll see an interface with a large prompt area where you can input your script. You'll need to copy your script in batches because 11 Labs doesn't work well if you try to input the entire script at once. So in order to avoid wonkiness, just input your script in batches. On the right side, you'll find a variety of voices to choose from. I personally like Eric's voice, so I'll be working with that. After pasting your prompt, generate the voiceover and then download it. Just repeat the entire process until you've generated all the voiceovers you need for your video. Keep going through the steps until the whole script is completed. Now that we have the script and the voiceover, the next step is to get visuals. We need visuals that match our storyline, and since we're working with stick figures, it might be a bit tricky. So this is the exact prompt you'll give to your chatbot to help generate a series of prompts. These prompts will be used with a text-to-image AI to create all the stick figure visuals you need for your entire script. What your chatbot will do is analyze the entire script and then provide text-to-image prompt visuals that you can use to represent each scene in the script. Now that we have a series of prompts, the next thing we need is a really good text-to-image tool that can take these prompts and generate stick figure visuals for us. For this, we'll use Leonardo AI, as they have super fast image generators and offer up to 400 daily image generations for the free tier users, which is pretty awesome for those on a budget. Over here, there are tons of options to work with, and you can tweak many parameters. For this, choose the Flux model as it gives very high quality outputs. The Flux channel model costs just 10 credits per generation, making it super cost effective. Also select the 16:9 aspect ratio since we're working with long form content. If you're doing short form content, you'll want to choose the 9:16 ratio instead. Once you've selected those, that's pretty much all you need to adjust, but if you want to tweak anything else, feel free to do so. Once everything is set, just go to your chatbot to copy your prompts and paste them into the Leonardo prompt box area. As you can see, it did a great job generating the stick figure visuals. In my last video, when I did stick figure animations, we used a plain black background with white stick figures. But for this video, I decided to switch things up. This time, we're working with a plain white background and black drawn stick figures. So far, Leonardo AI is really nailing every image generation. Just repeat the entire process. Generate your visuals, download them, then copy the next prompt from your chatbot, and keep going until everything's done. Once you've generated all your visuals, there's one more step. I know this step wasn't necessary in the old video because we were using a black background with white stick figures, so we could just use the chroma key on CapCut to remove the background easily. But with a white background, it's a bit trickier because the edges show up. So now we'll need to use a background remover. If you have a tool that can remove backgrounds in batches, that would be really helpful. Just upload all your images and let the tool remove the background for you. So just go back to your browser and search for background removal. There are plenty of options you can use. For me, I'll be working with the first link I find. Once you're on the site, all you have to do is upload the images you want to remove the background from, and the website will do the rest. Once the background is removed, simply download your image. Then just repeat the entire process as needed. P.S. This site also supports batch background removal, so you can upload all your images at once and it will automatically remove the backgrounds one by one. It might take around 10 to 15 minutes, but it gets the job done. Once all the backgrounds have been removed, you might notice a slight drop in image quality. They might not be as sharp as before, so you'll need to sharpen them a bit. To do this, you'll want to use a free image upscaler to improve the quality. I'll show you the one I use, and it also supports batch uploads, so you can upscale multiple images at the same time, which saves you a shit ton of time. Just click on the website called Upscaler and it'll take you to this interface. From there, just click Add Files, then select multiple files from your PC. On the right-hand side, you can choose the parameters to upscale your images by 2x, 3x, or 4x, depending on how much you want to enhance the quality. Once you're done, you're all set. The last thing you'll need before editing is background music. Normally, I'd suggest getting it from YouTube Studio or Pixabay.com, but since we're trying something new, I'd love to generate some with Suno AI. AI music is still pretty new, but there have been some really exciting advancements. On Suno AI, we're going to generate background music, so make sure to check the instrumental box, as the AI will automatically add lyrics if you don't. After that, just enter your prompt, which I'm currently showing you right now. This prompt will tell the AI to generate Mozart-inspired background music, which is exactly what we want. Suno AI really does a great job with it. Once you find something you like, simply download the audio. If you're not satisfied, you can keep tweaking it until you get the right sound. But honestly, Suno AI does such a great job that you'll hardly run into any issues. The last step in this video creation process is editing and putting everything together. For this, we'll use CapCut, as it offers a wide range of features like animations, transitions, effects, and sound effects for free. So start a new project, then import all your materials into the editing library. It's always a good idea to keep everything organized by placing your visuals, voiceover, and background music in one folder. Once you have everything in a single folder, import it into CapCut to keep things neat and organized. The first thing you'll want to do is drag all your voiceovers into the timeline. Since we generated the voiceovers in batches, label the first one as voiceover 1. This will make it easy to know which one to add where. Voiceover 1, voiceover 2, and so on. Once everything is arranged in order, increase the volume of your voiceovers all the way up to make sure your voiceover stays above all other audio, like background music and sound effects, if you have any. Once that's done, your next step is to drag the background music you generated with Suno AI into the timeline. After dragging it in, lower the volume of the background music to about 20 to 30% in ratio to the voiceover's volume so it's much quieter and doesn't overshadow the voiceover. Also, remember to crop your background music so it matches the length of the voiceover so it doesn't go on too long. Once that's done, the next step is to start dragging each of your scene images into the timeline in chronological order, just like you generated them. First, drag a plain white background image to the timeline. You can download it online or generate it with AI. Just make sure it's a plain white background. Once you have it, drag it to the timeline and stretch it out to cover the entire length of your project. After that, start dragging each of your scene images into the timeline in the order you generated them. Label your images so you don't get confused. Label the first image as image 1, the second as image 2, and so on. This way, you'll know exactly where each image goes in the timeline. Listen to your voiceover and then drag in the next images, making sure each one lines up with the audio. Each image should match the script perfectly. If you want 2 images or stick figure animations to show at the same time, simply layer them on top of each other as overlay. Earlier, I used the scale feature to zoom in. The scale feature allows you to adjust the size of any material you're working with. If you want to make an image larger or smaller, just adjust the scale. The lower the scale, the smaller the image will be. For this scene, I'll be using a stick figure animation where the sun glitches and then turns into the moon. I've adjusted the sizes of the sun and moon to be equal and position them in the same spot so they can switch places. Once both are aligned, the next step is to add a glitch transition in CapCut. There's a transition in CapCut that adds a glitch effect, making the visuals change in a cool way. This looks good. Now I'm just going to keep dragging the scene images into the timeline following the voiceover. The voiceover will guide you on which stick figure animation to add and where, so just follow along with it. Another way to enhance your video is by adding animations to your stick figures. Animations change how each stick figure is displayed. For example, a swipe left animation will make the stick figure appear by swiping left, while a fade in animation will make it fade into the scene. Just play around with CapCut to get familiar with how they work, because CapCut has a lot of different animations to choose from. For this scene, we have a stick figure with a laptop trying to juggle multiple tasks. To show this properly, we'll keep the stick figure focused on the laptop at the center of the screen and add different activities around him, like football, showering, gaming, watching TV, and more. The way this will work is by layering each activity on top of one another, cropping them as they pop in one by one. This creates the illusion that they're all appearing at the top as pop-ups. Once you've successfully created the pop-up effect and everything looks good, it's time to crop the ending extensions to make sure they don't carry over into the next scene. Crop each activity to have the same length when they exit. While they should come in at different intervals, they all need to exit at the same time. Everything is looking great so far. Just remember to keep dragging your next elements into the timeline, crop them so they don't overlap into the next scene, and always use overlays. If you want 2 different stick figure animations to show at the same time in one scene, just layer them on top of each other. For this scene, we're going to spice things up by adding text along with the voiceover. The voiceover says we're going to show you some game-changing secrets. So what we'll do is drag in text, and since we have a blank canvas, we'll position the stick figure to the side. Then we'll add the text game-changing secrets and make sure it appears at the same intervals as the voiceover. For example, when the voiceover says game, we add game. When it says changing, we add changing. And when it says secrets, we add secrets. This way the text will pop in and match the voiceover, making the video feel more dynamic. Implementing this will really elevate your videos. Once everything is in sync with your voiceover and the text is popping in at the right moments, you'll need to crop it so the text pops out at the same time. Just like the other visuals where they come in at different times but exit together, you'll do the same here. Make sure you crop the text so it leaves the scene at the same time when it's switching to the next part. In this scene, I'm going to add multiple layers of visuals on top of each other, just like I did before. This is to create the pop-in effect and make sure everything flows smoothly. For this scene, I'm going to leave a gap between the two stick figure animations. Instead of adding more stick figures, I'll just add a text saying, well, since that matches what the voiceover says. This keeps it in sync. After that, I'll add the next stick figure animation to continue the scene. Okay, I'm pretty sure no one has made it to this part of the tutorial, but if you really have, drop YouTubeAutomation in the comments below to show how dedicated you are with how short attention spans are these days. It's amazing that you've stuck around for the 27th minute. Kudos to you. Once you've added the final clip to your video, it's always a good idea to add a fade-out animation for the last scene. This will make the screen gradually fade to black at the end, giving it a more cinematic feel. Great! After what feels like an eternity of cropping, adjusting, and syncing everything with the voiceover, we're almost done. The next step is pretty simple, adding captions. If you're using a newer version of CapCut, you might run into restrictions because they've added a paywall. To add captions for free, you'll need to use an older version like 3.9 or 4. If you're on CapCut Pro, you won't face these restrictions. I'm just speaking for my broke folks out there. Once your captions are generated, you can easily add a template and adjust the font and size to customize how the captions appear. This gives the video your own personal, unique touch and adds that final polish. Once everything is good to go, just export your video.
Have you ever felt like your day slips away before you even get started? I used to feel that way too, like I was constantly chasing a moving target. But guess what? Productivity is easier than you think. Today I'm sharing some game-changing secrets that transform my chaotic days into smooth, actionable routines. Now, imagine if you could carve out just a few minutes each morning to set the tone for a day of success. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick with me because I'm about to reveal the 3 simple steps that can boost your productivity without overwhelming your schedule. No fancy jargon, just clear, bite-sized tips that work. Step 1. It's all about creating a morning ritual that sets your mindset right. Something as quick as a 5-minute mindfulness exercise. Have you ever tried taking a moment just for yourself before the chaos begins? Trust me, it's a game changer. Step 2 involves planning your day in a way that's both flexible and focused. Ever wonder why some days just fly by? That's the secret sauce, and I'm going to show you how to stir it up. And step 3? It's about tackling your biggest task first, the one that scares you a little. Imagine the relief when you knock that out early. So, transform your mornings, conquer challenges, and unlock limitless potential with these simple steps. Embrace mindful moments, plan, and tackle your fears. Your journey to productivity begins now. Thank you for watching.